Hi, this is Tim of the 1916 Company. Welcome and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me, Team Mosso at the1916company.com for purchase pricing and availability questions concerning this watch. And this watch is a stainless steel 2012 model year limited edition of 250 pieces to mark the 70th birthday of boxer and activist Muhammad Ali. The watch is dimensionally and mechanically a standard reference 5004 Big Pilot's watch. This is reference 5004-33. It's a big watch, 46.2 millimeters in diameter. It is 15.9 millimeters thick, 56.3 lug-to-lug with a 22 millimeter spacing between the lugs. Now this is a very substantial and thick alligator leather strap, and it's not broken in at all. So I'm going to put it on my wrist, but keep in mind, I've got to pull it fairly tight, constricting my wrist a bit in the process. So if it looks a bit weird, that's sort of an inevitability. You could see that this watch is too big for my 16 centimeter circumference wrist, and to be perfectly honest, probably a 17 centimeter wrist as well. I'd say you probably need an 18 centimeter circumference wrist to wear this really well. It's not as thick as you might think, but it is broad, that's for sure. There's always a valid question regarding Big Pilot's watches and how much they actually weigh. So let's bring in Sammy the scale and we'll do a quick weigh-in for the heavyweight champion. Well, there you go. So we are at 142.34 if you remove the tags. That's a very heavy watch for a buckle and watch only, no bracelet and no precious metal involved. Now, Muhammad Ali certainly in his prime would have had the wrist for this. It is a large watch. The strap is incredibly substantial. You can see an unusual transitional cut from small rectangular scale through medium all the way up to large, and they are symmetrical scales. Money was spent on this strap. You can see how thick cut it is. There's a lot of leather here. It is a semi-gloss black with a monotone stitch, sheer cut, and then richly lacquered to clean up the edges. You can see it's red calfskin on the bottom with a contrasting stitch, and then skeuomorphic rivets to make it look a little bit more like the riveted strap on the original 1940s BR German observation watch that inspired the Big Pilot's watch. Remember, that one was 55 millimeters. So although this looks like the original, this is almost the mid-size compared to the original Luftwaffe watch. And of course, the fact that this watch began life as an implement for the German Air Force in World War II and later a tribute to Muhammad Ali is a little bit of an historical irony. That said, we love the Big Pilot's watch, and this is a particularly fetching combination of the classical sporting tritone, black, red, and white. Now, we're used to seeing it on sporting chronographs from the 60s and 70s, but it works really nicely on a Big Pilot's watch. Like the BR, we have a blended lug into case, sort of seamless form follows function aesthetic, a little bit of a beveling on the edge of the lug. You can see here that the case and the bezel are all one piece. These Big Pilot's watches are monoblock, so everything loads through the back and there's no seam between the bezel and the case. We do have a screw-down crown with the IWC motto, Probus Scafusia, the good solid watch made in Schaffhausen. The crown is over 10 millimeters in diameter. It is a screw-down crown. This is a 60-meter water-resistant watch. So with a screw-down and a 60-meter rating, if it were on a water-resistant strap, you could swim with it. There is a folding clasp here that I want to show you, and you can see that it is IWC Schaffhausen branded inside. IWC, of course, made in the German-speaking part of Switzerland, where comparatively few watch brands exist, and that's been sort of its legacy since 1868. It's really been the leading German-Swiss watch brand. We have Media Blast, we have polish externally. You can see we have a combination of polish and satin with some character lines and facets. It is a friction fit, but quite secure in that regard. And you can see internally that this buckle is made by Cornu. Unrock is Cornu spelled backwards, and that is the manufacturer of the buckle. Rolling around the case back. This was a commemoration of the 70th birthday of Muhammad Ali. Now, by that point, he was pretty severely affected by Parkinson's disease, and he didn't live that much longer. He died, I believe, 4 years later. But you could see this watch right here, symbolic of his legacy as a longtime figure of strong opinions, both of mind and of muscle. He had both. He's a famous and, to many, inspiring figure, and an overwhelming watch for an overwhelming figure seems like a good inherent match. And the watch is one of 250 made. That's an IWC thing that they often do, where instead of having individual numbering, they say 1 out of 250. This particular example does have the full boxed set, so if you want distinctive elements, always look for one with the full boxed set. The watch features a dial that is all black and instrument inspired, just like the BR, and so it's designed to look like the instrumentation that you would find in an aircraft. It was designed to be native to the flight environment in a way that would seem natural for pilots. When you turn out the light, and we'll do that now, you could see that the red variant of Superluminova is not terribly punchy. It looks best when the lights are on. The dial includes a date as well as a power reserve indicator, and we'll go through some of the subsidiary setting modes. So we've got the quick set system for the date, and it's geared fairly high, so it jumps with alacrity. Pull out the crown, you activate stop seconds. It is an automatic winding watch, though you can wind it manually if you want to see the power reserve indicator sweep towards the 7 days of power reserve. This is the IWC caliber 51111. It's the 3 hertz version of the 5000 series movement, so it's 38.2 millimeters in diameter, the world's largest automatic movement, a 7-day power reserve, bidirectional winding via the IWC Paul-based Albert Peloton winding system. It has a free-sprung balance with an overcoil hairspring, making for very precise adjustment, great shock resistance, and via the overcoil, excellent positional stability and timing depending on what orientation it is with respect to gravity on your dresser at night or on your wrist. It's less sensitive to that because it has an overcoil hairspring. It is also adjusted in 5 positions, which is generally the standard for high horology watches like Longa or Vacheron, and also for chronometers. That is a 5-position adjustment. It is a 42 joule movement, and it actually has a security against accidental explosive decompression of an airplane cockpit. So think about this, the security of the crystal and the seals engineered so that if you are in an airplane and it explosively decompresses, that is, you're at altitude and the pressure leaves the cabin, it will not blow out the crystal or the seals of the watch. So they've thought of things you won't even need. Even Muhammad Ali probably wouldn't have needed that kind of contingency measure in the ring. However, this watch right here, a larger-than-life figure, a little bit like the namesake of this edition, a rare piece that I don't see too often. So grab yourself a piece of history. Reach out to Team Mosso at the1916company.com for purchase and pricing details. One last little detail that I really love here, the bubble-style numerals used to mark the hours.